All right. So another type of the operator is logical operator, and we use a logical operator to evaluate any expression when that expression is kind of a having a value which is a Boolean value, and in that we evaluate whether particular expression is going to be 0 or not. So mean to say that any value which is 1 or greater than 1 is considered as a true value, and the 0 value is considered as a false value. And the operators in this logical operator are like AND or, like these operators. So you have like this is the AND operator, which evaluate if a particular condition is true and the another condition is also true, then this is AND operator. There is another operator which you can use a pipe there. So with this pipe, we says that this is OR operator, and it combines each elements of the vector or a variable, and then it try to find out that if any of if any of variable is true, then this is going to produce a final result as a true. There the another one is the negate, which is a negate operator, and this is kind of exclamation mark, and this one is known as a logical not operator. All right. And thereafter we also have and operator, and there we have or that's the double pipe is there. So these operators, all right, and thereafter we have already seen that this one is not equal to operator. All right. So these operator we will be using throughout our coming lesson. So let's go ahead and see some of examples which can evaluate these operators. All right. Perfect. So let's assume that we have here our two expression. A is greater than V. It says that this is false. And let's say we want to evaluate this operation and we want to evaluate another operation. Actually, there is going to be the two other operation. And then I say there the B is greater than A. And we know that this one is a false and this one is the true. And when we AND true and false, it is going to produce here a false result. And at the same time, if we put here our OR operation, there you see, if you execute that, this is true. Because this is OR operation. In the OR operation, we say that, okay, if this one, it's like this. Let me say that the first operation is a false, and thereafter it says that or true. It means to say that when we say like this, it is going to produce the true result. Because we are just saying that either it should be either this one is true or this one is true. So yes, this one is the true, then that means yes, my evaluation is the true, it is going to produce a final result as a true. There another one is exclamation mark, that's mean this one is actually a negate operation. When I say the negate operation, let's take it in this way. A is greater than B, it says that this is false. But if we put this logical not operation, now this false becomes there the true. That means to say that it's like this. You have something like this, which produces the final result as the true. So this is what happening. Now do you see there? If we copy it and paste it here, by default, this produces a false result because the evaluation of this string, evaluation of this operation is false and true, then it is going to produce the false result. But if we put here a negate operation, and this is the logical not, so this not, this false becomes after this true, and there is the true, then this is going to produce here a final result as a true. This is how you can work with the logical operators and or and the logical not operators. So the two more operators we have already executed this operator. We want to just see what is going to produce this result. So when we say that there is A and B, So this is going to be the true. All right. So why it is going to true? This is one way, and when we see that A and B, this is also going to be true. Why? When if you remember, any value which is greater than 0 is considered as true value. When I say here A is equal to 0, now A is 0, and if I try to evaluate this A, it says that 0, and if I say here A and B, then you get there a false result, because A is 0 and then B is not a 0, and there is AND operator. So this and is used when we have a vector operation. All right, so a vector operation, currently I have not covered the vector operation, but very quickly I'm just going to show you. Let's say if I have A is C, so this C is used for a vector creation, and I'll cover this C later on, but just consider that you have a vector there, and you have a vector there. Let's say you have 0, 1, and 3. Thereafter you have there another vector, and in the another vector you have once again something like this, say 1, 2, and thereafter you have a 0. Let's go ahead and execute this A and the B, and thereafter if you check here the A and B, you get this 0 and 0, you get there it's false, and 1 and the 2 is true, 3 and the 0 is false. But at the same time, if you check there A and B, you will get there only one result as a false. So what's the difference there? This single AND is element wise. All right. And this double AND is on whole vector. That means to say that this A and B is operating element wise, this one, this one, this one, but A double and B is taking this whole vector as a single element and this one as a single element, then it is evaluating the result. You might be wondering that why then it is evaluating this false result. The false result is coming because of this particular vector. That's the first two lines. And if you copy it and just simply paste it here, I'm just going to delete this one. All right, so there, if you put it there 1, and regardless of other vectors like this one, if you execute this A and the B, you are going to get the result as a true. So why this is happening? Because at least we are having more number of zeros than this assignment. It is happening because when you have a double AND, it is going to compare the first element of a column. So you have these are the first element of a column, and then it is going to calculate their 1 and 1. That's the true. Earlier it has 0 and 1. It was false. That is how we can work with the logical AND operator. That's the double AND operator. And in the similar manner, we can also use there A and A or B. So that's how it is going to work there. It actually works by evaluating only the first elements of a particular vector. All right, so this is all about in this lesson. Thanks a lot for watching it. I'll see you next lesson.